If you could count them, you don't have enough.
Which is why some people call his home Fort Ralph. Ralph Gates is one of thousands of Missouri gun owners, a title he doesn't take lightly.
If I sell a gun to that person that is used in the commission of a crime, I've got some problems.
He could sell a gun to someone who has already committed a felony and wouldn't even know it.
Once you are convicted of a felony, you're not allowed to be in possession of a firearm.
Ever.
Never.
At any major distributor like Target Masters or Bass Pro Shops, there are strict required procedures to avoid sales to felons.
Before that gun could ever leave our store, you'd have to do a background check with the FBI.
But that's not the case with every gun sale. Individual-to-individual sales do not require background checks or any record of the purchase.
If they had the cash, boom, the transaction took place, and there really was no paper trail.
It's not a provision given to us by Congress. We are only allowed to enforce the laws and regulations that Congress authorizes us to do.
Even though the system has holes, people still try to beat it all together. One of those ways is called straw purchasing,
which is illegal. They could go to jail.
A bait and switch.
We could be closed down.
When someone buys a gun, turns around, and hands it over to someone else.
Do we agree with being able to sell individual to individual? No, we don't.
Here's why.
There's not a week goes by that we don't get a call from the ATF, the tracing center, tracing a gun that was involved in, it might have been stolen, it might have been involved in a crime.
Because there is no regulation of private gun sales, state and federal governments can't even track the number of guns sold individually, making it impossible to know how many crimes were committed with these guns. The constant calls from ATF could be because since 2003, the Kansas City ATF Bureau, which covers Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa, has led the country in firearm investigations. In 2011 alone, the Kansas City ATF conducted 1,722 criminal investigations for illegal possession and firearms trafficking.
Criminals will always be able to lay their hands on guns. They'll break into houses and steal them. They will always get guns. That's a situation that's never going to go away.
A situation that may not be too far-fetched after all. Kim St. Ange, KMU8 News, Columbia.